In our last Yellowstone video, we spent the night at a train yard in North Platte. And this week, we've decided to make the long haul home as fast as we can during one of the biggest heat waves of the summer. Let's see if we can make it home with our rig overheating and it too hot to sleep in the RV.
And then I think from here we're going to head to our Harvest Host, which is a brewery. We can hang out, drink beer all afternoon.
Where I'm going.
That's what Casey's doing. He's had a very challenging work day today. So hopefully we can kind of settle in somewhere in their parking lot for the night. And then I guess we're headed in the Lincoln direction to stay at a campground that hopefully has laundry, because I think we are all gonna run out of underwear soon.
Milkshake.
Blueberry juice.
No.
It's a blueberry.
No.
It is. Blueberry milkshake. Yeah, blueberry milkshake IPA.
But it has grapefruit, right? This is a blueberry pomegranate milkshake IPA.
You got it.
We got it.
And it's delicious.
What are you drinking, Henry?
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice IPA. Guys, it's 90 degrees. We had a snack at our Harvest Host. We kicked the generator on and ran the AC after. We were the third person to turn the generator on, so I'll allow it. And as usual, this is like, you know, aside from firing up the microwave for 15 minutes, I think this is the second time we've used the generator on the trip to run the AC. So, if we're burning gas, we've got every power strip in the RV hooked up. Switch is charging, GoPro charging, home phone charging, iPad charging, phone charging, laptop charging, Paige's watch is charging, batteries, e-bike batteries charging. We're getting all 4,000 of these watts out of this generator. We're gonna let it run for, I don't know, hour tops. We're fully charged over here, so that's good.
Always water. You said they had water here, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm still in your family.
yeah, we're still in the flip-flop.
I didn't realize this. Oh, the flip-flop family. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we're still in the flip-flop family.
We're headed back into the Harvest Host, for there is severe weather on the horizon.
Mom.
And it should be blown through by Henry's bedtime. And for once, we're going to be indoors in shelter and not feeling the wind blow us all over while these storms come through.
Just remembered one plus about that campground we were looking at for tomorrow.
What's that?
It has like a storm shelter, and
Dope.
it advertises it as like for campers. Which
Tornado
is a little
camp.
like, do I even want to
Camp
be here?
Nader.
I mean, we don't have a choice.
It's super busy. Look at all the rigs. I mean, this thing filled out. So hopefully we can get a spot for dinner. They have pizzas here, so
I hope we can get
we'll wait.
something of a table.
Guys, we got like 3 hours to kill.
I know, that's why.
It's gonna be fine. We pizzaed.
Pizza was great.
The pizza was excellent, though we did not.
It's not excellent.
It was thin crust. That's their thing here. Maybe that's a Nebraska thing,
It's not my thing.
where the wind is thick and the crust is thin.
Ooh, look at the sky.
Ooh, there's a storm over there, and a storm over there, and we're gonna split the whistle. We're gonna split the wind.
Can we go through the fence?
Decided we were gonna play a game inside called Guess Which people belong to which rig, but then we forgot to do it. But it could have been fun.
Nobody in there belongs. Everyone's out here.
You got a truck camper, you got 2 Jaycos, you got a 12 axle Solitude, which is kind of funny naming. Anyway, you get it. There's a dope ass pop out like Unimog looking thing over there. Oh, there's a Soul. Those are cool.
Yeah, people are gonna keep their generator on all night.
God, these goddamn all night generator people. Y'all stop it. It's 50 degrees at night. What are you running? What are you running all night? And then there's the coolest rig here. Look how dope.
All aboard.
Choo-choo! It's the bedtime train! South Dakota.
Okay. South Dakota.
Which is up here now because we've been there. So we're looking for this one.
Is it this one?
Yeah, Nebraska.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Nice job.
Packed some bags and we headed west. Thought that it might be the best thing for us. I was thinking about
It was. It felt like it. Everything was great.
and all the things that you leave behind. Family and a peace of mind. I got you.
Everything switched down.
I am gonna love you till the stars go out. Shelter up above you till they all fall down.
We have been driving through Nebraska pretty much all day, and every moment in between, Casey's been having to take work calls. He's had some really major stuff happen. It has been a minute since we, I think, had some coffee this morning. It's now 6 o'clock. It's been just a day of kind of, from your perspective, nothing. We didn't even get any shots of driving because Nebraska got real boring, and we stopped at our harvest host for the night, which was this really cool car museum, and realized it's 95 degrees out and the low is not low enough to open the windows, so we were gonna have to run the generator to run the AC, and that's kind of not our favorite thing to do. So we found a fairground across town that has power and water for, I think, like 35 for the night. Casey's inside getting us a spot right now. We're really ready to get home since work stuff's blown up for Casey, and there's like a major heat wave coming through our neck of the woods. So yeah, we're just kind of eager to get home and make sure home base is doing good. So tonight we're gonna have spaghetti because that's what's in the pantry. By the weekend we should be home, and yeah, we don't vlog regularly from home base really. There's just not that much exciting stuff going on. So if you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this epic trip adventure. This leg of the trip is boring. This part of the country is a bit unexciting. It would be very cool if we could just sort of, what is it called, teleport from Arkansas to Colorado and just kind of skip all the stuff in between. We really need to fill in this part. We've been talking about next summer maybe making it all the way over here, but you know, that's every trip we've done and some. So yeah, it would be cool if we could just be like boop and then go. We also probably need to do a trip in this area. We need to go up here, and these are kind of tricky to get to. Yeah, we've really filled this in a really amazing amount on this trip. It's been just a really cool adventure. So yeah, if you haven't seen the whole thing, this is a whole series. We started in Arkansas, we went all the way to Yellowstone, we're on our way back, and you should definitely check out the whole trip, and our previous trips are all here on YouTube, and we renovated this RV, so if you haven't seen that, you should check that out. Yeah, it's been a day on the road. And Casey went in that door 5 minutes ago and hasn't come out. I hope he comes back. I cooked the whole package of spaghetti.
I see that. I just need everyone to know, since we're documenting this, that it goes against my pasta sensibilities. I don't normally put the pasta in the sauce, but
we don't have a colander.
This is the right way to do it for our current situation. I'm a sauce on top and don't over sauce it. And I hope my granny doesn't see me from down in Sicilian heaven doing this. She would probably be really disappointed. Looking down on me from heaven.
Oh, right.
Sicilian heaven. That's why I said Sicilian heaven, because that can be interpreted a lot of ways.
Okay, let's bring it inside. Henry's gotten every toy out, and it's the Dust Bowl here. The Dust Bowl
It's not the Dust Bowl.
It's the Dust Bowl. It's
not
so windy.
1922
And
or
dust just blows at your
31 or
face
whatever.
and your body, and dust is everywhere, and it's like,
I mean, we are in a dirt parking lot at the fairgrounds. So,
oh yeah, here's the place.
it was like, there's nothing to do. It was like, just so you know, like, there's nothing going on.
Well, they have stuff that's open sometimes, like
Yeah.
during events.
He's like, there's none of the buildings are open. You
Yeah.
can't go inside anywhere. He's like,
No,
"Ain't
we
shit."
just wanted power.
I think he was basically being like, the review that you read, you know, we see those sometimes. People that are like,
Oh,
where's
yeah.
the pole? It's like, come on, know what you're buying.
Yeah, people
He's like, don't leave us a bad review. I'm telling you up front, there ain't shit to do
the bad
here.
reviews are like, oh, there's nothing, it's bare bones, and it's like, well, yes.
There's a power pedestal in 95-degree weather.
That's why you pay the $35
Mhm.
instead of the, 50 or more.
75.
Okay, we're gonna eat this spaghetti now. Good morning from the fairgrounds. We slept great last night with the AC. A little less great with this big storm that came through and just rocked the RV. The wind that hits us broadside and rocks the RV like every other night, I swear to God, on this trip. It's just terrible. It's really awful. Casey decided to avoid highways for today's drive.
I didn't tell her to avoid pavement.
It immediately put us on a dirt road.
We're in the middle of Lincoln, Nebraska. This is supposed to be a city.
We're really eager to get home. I don't think it's gonna happen today because we are many hours from home.
It's 8.
8 hours. We're 8 hours from home. And we are hitting a heat wave. Temperature's over 100 degrees. And our RV, if you've seen some of our previous summertime adventures, you'll know that that's a little bit too hot for us.
This road's not paved either.
Oh no.
1 mile.
Maybe we won't make it as far as the heat wave, but we're thinking we will, and honestly, we might get a hotel room for tonight because it's gonna be too hot.
Heat advisory, man.
Yeah.
I just happened to look down and realize that we needed gas, and thought, ooh, we've got a little bit, but I better check and see because we're in a rural part of Nebraska, and we were about to go into a reservation. There's no gas for like 100 miles. So I just pulled this off to the last gas station that was coming up.
Maybe that really is the gas station.
We're 8 miles off. It looks closed though. We're 8 miles off the highway to get to this tiny town and what appears to be the only gas station. It's not like there's credit card things at the pump. There's nobody here.
It's got instructions.
What's it saying?
Swipe card on payment pedestal. Enter pump 1 or 2 and press OK.
Checking card. This is going to override. Error, can't connect to processor. The internet's down.
I don't know, we got cash. I don't know.
Well, it would work like this. Okay. Luckily, it's a small town and everybody knows everybody, including the UPS driver who's like, she lives over there. I'll go see if she's home. But apparently the power's been out from storms. Oh, there were storms last night. Big surprise.
I told them there were storms.
And so the internet's down. Maybe we can hook our Starlink dish up to it. Anyway, he's gonna go see if the lady that runs it can take some cash from us and we can fill up our freaking tanks.
Well, we hung out for a bit and had some lunch, but nobody came to fix the gas station. So we do have a quarter of a tank and we're gonna head on to the next one, which is hopefully more real.
Oh, success! With an 1/8 of a tank to spare. We could have gone 20 more miles. Welcome to Kansas, by the way. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, I know.
You had your headphones on.
It feels like we're pulling over a million times today.
We are pulling over a million times today.
I won't leave you behind, won't leave you behind, dear. I won't leave you behind, won't leave you behind, here. I'm just taking my time, just taking my time, here. I won't leave you behind, won't leave you behind, dear. Every day is a brand new day.
The RV started
You have shoes
to
on?
slow down big time. And so we have stopped in a town that I can't pronounce the name of, but we'll figure it out. And we're gonna have some food at a restaurant, stay at a hotel, and not die
Oh my God.
of heat. It is 104.
Life I've been searching for the right way to keep my head above the clouds, to keep myself from looking down. It's harder than you think to live our days.
Well, the breeze is actually nice when you're drenched in sweat. We're moving out. We're bailing. I've never heard of this because I've never done this before and needed it. The oversized parking had power outlets and she said they were first come, first serve. So we're plugged in. Just gonna save a little propane for the fridge and
We can't be the first losers to do this.
apparently
They've
not.
infrastructure for it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to let the AC be at kind of like a high temperature and hopefully keep up a little bit.
Mom, this is like for semi trucks to park in.
You can see the RV from here. And at this distance in particular, the roof coating looks great. Whenever we park the bike somewhere, like at a restaurant or something, we always try and sit by the window so we can watch the bikes and make sure that no one's messing around with them and whatever. We can be overprotective parents. So it's pretty dope that we've got an overlooking view of the rig. Does everyone feel cooled off? Everyone disagrees with me. I think it's actually a little bit chilly in this room for an indoor pool. And Henry, his teeth are chattering, his face is turning blue. It's cold in there. There's someone down there. They've got a dog. Warning. We will be home today. Do you think it feels like how abrupt the end of this trip was? But man, we got to the Nebraska border and it got hot and there's nothing to do. And
Your work
my work life is
destroyed.
on fire and everything's in shambles and I have to get my ass back to the office as fast as possible. So that's why. But man, what a trip this has been, guys. I don't even know how long we've been on the road now. I haven't been keeping track because it was Yellowstone and we truly YOLO'd it. Okay, last day. We're 3 hours from home. One of the reasons we didn't even make it to where we were gonna make it yesterday, because when it got to over 100 degrees, our RV started losing power again, the engine. Kind of like if you watched or you go back and watch our video coming home from New Orleans last year. Same kind of conditions. There was a heat advisory going uphill and yeah, it like completely stalled out. So this time it was like couldn't maintain its speed at 60 miles an hour in the flat. So hopefully it's cooled down a little bit today and ready to run better.
I don't know where I've been, I don't know where I'm going. Been holding on to the past, but this life keeps on moving. Don't you worry about me, I'm gonna leave it so behind tonight.
We have arrived. Wilder Mountain.
Oh my gosh. We're home from our Yellowstone adventure. Thanks so much for coming on the whole trip with us.
Yeah, I think that it was a much crazier trip than we ever could have imagined, between the weather and the drama and just so much. I mean, I don't know what we expected because it was Yellowstone and we didn't really plan any of it.
We're home now, and this fall we're going to be taking the Jeep out for a lot of adventures here in the Ozarks, and we'll take you along on those trips as well.
We've got some Jeep travel coming up. I've got some stuff I want to do to the Jeep. We've also got more upgrades to the motorhome. Those projects never stop. We've got repairs to make from the last trip and start planning our next big adventure, which we don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, it's very up in the air actually.
Are we going to record our trip to...
But that's not solid enough to share with them. We also want to so...
Can't tell them about that.
Yeah, like...
Can't tell them about that.
That could be this year or in 5 years.
We have secrets. We're working on it. There's also like 5,000 more of you at least since we started this trip, so welcome.
Hello, and thank you for subscribing.
I was gonna say we did a motorhome renovation, but you already know that because that's where you came from.
Yeah, so we often vlog our travels in the motorhome, and you'll start seeing us vlogging our trips in the Jeep. We really like to go on adventures and take you along.
Thanks for watching Yellowstone with us, and we'll see you this fall.